What is up, YouTube? What is up, family? We have 10 things that you shouldn't do in Indonesia. Indonesia is bigger than USA? I don't know, is it? You got more islands than us, I guarantee you that. Your food's probably better than ours too. I'm not gonna lie there. Anyway, but on what occasion would you? And your subway is a little better than ours too. It's just a little bit better, a little bit better. Your subway system, little bit better. Okay. Anyway, 10 things you should not do in Indonesia.
On what occasion would you touch people's heads?
I can tell you.
We can tell you. Don't watch porn in Indonesia because it's illegal.
VPN, you know? How would they know?
Like there's not already.
It's illegal to watch porn in Indonesia? What's up with that? Never mind. That's a whole other video we could discuss. Alright.
It sounds gorgeous.
Sounds gorgeous.
That's what I know. It sounds gorgeous.
For me, as a Brazilian, I think if I wanted to learn how to speak Indonesian, it wouldn't be like that hard.
Oh, yes, it would.
It's an easy language.
Yeah.
It's an easy language. Well, teach me then.
I heard it's an easy language.
Yeah.
That's one thing I heard.
What the hell? Everybody says it's easy? All right, that's it. I'm going to start learning. All right.
I know two things. Two things.
Man tap.
One, Bali. I know Bali and I know Indonesian's easy.
Now I know two things about it.
We all know two things.
So Ashley, I'm gonna be telling you guys 10 things that you shouldn't do in Indonesia.
Good to know before going.
Yeah, because I'm going to go next year.
Oh, really?
If I have money.
Oh, well, that's always the variable.
So first of all, don't underestimate Indonesia's size.
Oh, I knew
Indonesia's a
that.
big country. We're
Yes.
the fourth most populous country in the world.
Whoa.
We have 270 million people over.
What?
So it's like India, China, US, and then Indonesia. So I don't think a lot of people know that.
No, I had no idea.
Like in terms of
I would have guessed that.
land size, we're on the equator on the globe. So like that's why it looks tiny, but actually we're wider than the US.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Some other things, we have 17,000 islands.
17. 17.
17000.
I'm going to need to see the to scale size.
How many football fields is this? In America, that's a big joke. Is we can only measure size by how many football fields because it's like what you learn growing up. So we're like, how many football fields?
American football.
Yeah, American
American football.
football fields. How much of Indonesia is like populated versus like nature?
I'm not sure, but I mean, we have 5 major islands, so that's where most of the people are, and then like a lot of little islands.
And then the tribe people in the jungle, chilling out. We know about them, right?
That's why it's like up to 17,000.
They be eating trees.
We're also very, very diverse.
Wait, there is an official language,
Very
right?
diverse.
There is an official language, Bahasa Indonesia, so Indonesian. It's a uniting language that all these different people, like in school, we learn in Indonesian. But if you just hear like daily conversations, nobody actually speaks proper Indonesian. Everyone mixes in their own local dialect. So when you go to another city, they mix with their other dialect. And yeah, so it's actually hard to learn Indonesian, not because Indonesian itself is hard, but because nobody actually uses it.
It's easy, but only till this far.
Yeah.
That would be my luck. I would learn Indonesian perfectly. Be like, all right, I'm going to Indonesia. Let's go. What? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know that language. I learned Indonesia. What? Yeah, that would be my luck.
Yeah, that's true. Grammar-wise, it's easy, but usage-wise, you need to learn by speaking and practicing.
That's
Okay,
why sometimes you're like, oh wait, how do we write that?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody says it in proper Indonesian.
Can you tell us something about Indonesia in your local dialect?
For example, like if I say how are you, it's like apa kabar in Indonesian, but in like Javanese, it's like piye kabare. It's completely different. And the second thing is you should not use your left hand when giving things
Oh, I thought she meant you shouldn't use.
or receiving things. It's considered rude. So always use your right hand.
Thank God I'm right-handed.
Yeah.
Well, we shake. We shake with our right hand. So you just have to remember, the hand you shake, that's the one you say, "Hey, what's up?" You know what I'm saying? Fist pump. I don't know.
It's hard for left-handed people because you still have to switch to the right hand when you give things.
Wow. That's kind of like the Korean thing that like you have to give like
Yeah,
with both hands.
Yeah. For us, it's the right hand.
Oh.
In China, you gotta do both hands. What the hell?
So like, for example, you're holding something, but you need to give something to someone else, then you're like, oh, sorry for using the left hand.
You have to say it.
To be polite.
Yeah, got it.
I like to give things JoJo style like this.
Yeah, that's how I take pamphlets from people handing it outside the subway. I go like that.
How is it in your countries? Like, is the right hand necessary?
In Brazil, it's definitely not. Like, we're just take it.
As long as you don't take.
Well, I mean, yeah, a right hand to shake with. That's how you greet somebody with your right hand. That's it. You don't greet somebody with your left hand. People be looking at you like, what the hell you doing? But other than that, we don't care.
Take it like that.
Yeah. Or like throw it when you're giving to someone. Like, I think that it's like this in any country. Like in Brazil, it would be a huge problem too.
Because I grew up like always using my right hand, like knowing that it's the polite way, I never thought it wasn't a thing in other countries. In Germany, like people were doing things with the left and I'm like, you know, but then you have to switch it up. Interesting. Number 3, don't touch people's heads.
Heads?
You can't tap your kid. You be like, hey, good boy. That's interesting. Don't touch people's heads.
Really? Even if you're like close to the person?
Actually, again, Indonesia is very diverse. So I think generally you shouldn't touch, but on what occasion would you touch people's heads?
I can tell you. We can tell you.
She was like, I am holding the urge to touch her hair.
I guess if the other person consents it, like for certain things, it's okay. But like generally, you wouldn't touch people's heads. For example, like in Bali, especially, even children's heads, you're not allowed to, like, you know, ruffle their heads or something.
That would be something that would be a problem for me. Oh, you're so cute, and I just go straight away to their head.
It depends, but in certain regions, because they believe that the head is like the most holy part of the body, so you shouldn't like touch it. So also in other areas, it's like passing things overhead is also considered pamali or like a taboo.
What would
taboo.
you pass over your head though?
For example, if, I don't know, you're in class, you want to pass it to the person behind you and you're like,
Do that with your left hand too, just like.
yeah, I'm not on the left hand.
But you never do it to like your parents or anything.
Depends on the families as well and the cultures. Number 4, don't point with your finger, especially at people.
Oh my goodness. You can't even be like, yo, that girl over there is hot as shit. That one over there look good. She a man tap over. You can't even, what do? You say, 2 o'clock, 2:45. You see her? She look good. I don't know.
Because this shows like you're really angry, so it's like very rude.
So what if you do this? That must be really rude. Because now you pointing with the, I don't know. Y'all use this in Indonesia? Is that rude? Over here, it's a natural, everyday language.
Also, even for pointing directions,
Even for pointing
some people
directions?
just use their thumb instead.
What? Get out of here.
Oh, so any finger is fine, but not this one.
Like this would be rude. More rude in other regions, but generally you don't point at people like that. Or
What's up, my Indonesian brothers and sisters? Yeah, why are y'all so strict? Y'all didn't tell me this. This is the first time I'm learning about this. You guys are very strict.
you just use your whole hand.
Yeah. Oh, in Brazil, we also hear that since we're kids, like pointing is ugly. Don't do that. And when we're like saying directions, we also don't do this. We either do this, like with 2 hands, like 2 fingers.
I feel like Americans point a lot.
Americans point, but we also say it's rude to point at the same time. Yeah. Don't point at people, but you can point at other.
Well, yeah, you can't be like, yo, you see that person over there? Yo, what's up with that? Like, yeah, because that person be looking at you like, the hell you looking at? What you pointing at me? And then you got a fight going on. But other than that, yeah, it's like, yeah, like, you know, when people are lost, you say, oh yeah, you want to hit that? You see that gas station over there? You want to make a left over there? See that building? Then you make a right over there, and then see the Indonesian restaurant? That's where you want to go, right there, and eat. That's where you want to eat, right there. See, so you got to point. Nothing wrong with that kind of pointing. You know what I mean?
Things.
Yeah, same as in the UK.
Yeah, they're like, if you have one finger pointing forward, you have 4 pointing
So just point all of them.
Number 5, don't raise your voice.
Oop. Immediately going to jail.
This is also, it depends on where you are because we have 5 big islands, right? And in Java, generally that's like the people are calmer, I would say. But in like Sumatra, then it's more normal to speak in a loud voice, and that's okay. I think in any culture it's rude to raise your voice, right?
Well, of course. But what if you pissed off and angry, or excited and happy? What if Indonesia is beating Germany 3-1 in a football game and the last score wins? You're going to be loud as hell, right? Indonesia, you're going to go crazy. You're going to be loud, very loud. You're going to raise your voice. Yeah! That's not rude. How could that be rude? See, I don't know. That don't really make much sense. You know what I'm saying? That one there, don't raise your voice. Like, don't raise your voice to your elders. Maybe that's different. But not for nothing? Can't raise your voice for nothing?
Not in Brazil.
Not in Brazil.
We are a very crazy mix, and we have a huge influence like from Italy. So we talk loud. We usually talk loud.
Italians talk loud as hell. Yep.
You mean raise your voice like just
I talk loud as
loudly,
hell.
or just like raise your voice at someone like aggressively?
I guess in an aggressive, angry way.
Yeah.
Because I think generally we're very sungkan. How do we? You say as if, but you know the vibe, right? You don't want to bother people. You don't want people to feel bad. So we're just kind of like, just don't do things that offend people. Pointing goes under that. Raising your voice goes under that as well. Number 6, don't walk the streets in swimsuits.
Oh yeah, of course.
What you mean, of course? Have you been to Seaside? Everybody walking around half naked and they're not even on the beach.
I think that's kind of obvious. So we are a country of
Don't
like
walk
archipelago, so we have
with
a lot of
swimsuits.
islands, but not all the cities are by the beach. But I guess everyone would know you're a foreigner as well.
How would they know?
Like there's not already something.
Generally, like the Indonesian culture is still more covered up. We're also like a pretty religious country. Like no matter what religion you're taking, but it's pretty religious generally. So like
That I
covering
know.
up is more polite.
Like instead of wearing suits, it's like just like in Korea, like they use actual like.
No, normally not.
So they wear more like a rash guard, like here in Korea.
Or do they do like the full one-piece swimsuit?
I don't live by the beach.
I don't live by the beach. You don't know what a bikini is? You guys can't wear bikinis and thongs up your ass? Y'all don't know what a thong is? Oh, you guys are missing out. You guys are missing out in Indonesia. You don't know what a thong is? Oh man. I'm gonna teach you.
Okay.
In the beach areas, I guess because there's also a lot of tourists, it's a lot more free.
That's completely
not in
different
the
from
cities.
Brazil.
So there's no nude beaches in Indonesia. Is that what she's trying to say? Okay. France is okay. And Italy. And probably anywhere else in Europe. But not in Indonesia. You cannot be buck naked on the beach. Okay, I got you.
We know.
I got you.
Yeah.
We know Brazil. We know
That's
what they're
like-
like.
How is it in your country though?
I mean, in LA, we got people wearing next to nothing.
Yep.
Like just in the malls near the beaches and stuff?
No, in just the middle of the city.
In the middle of the city.
It's a normal day.
In some places, if it matters to like the owner of an establishment, they'll have a sign on the front that says no shirt, no shoes, no service. So it just depends on the area and also just like whether you care or not. But I would say, yeah, it's not uncommon, especially if you are near the ocean somewhere. Yeah.
So in the beach area, if you're at the beach and you're near the beach, you would normally wear your swimsuit and you can walk around and it's fine and normal. But once you get to your car, like that's the time to put on clothes. Like you don't have to wear a top, but you gotta at least put on some pants.
UK people are pretty chill about everything. I mean, you know, our summer is like 22 degrees Celsius. And people will just take their tops off at the pub.
What?
Men will just be like shirtless in the street.
I guess in Indonesia it's
I've seen plenty of shirtless people in Indonesia. The men. So I don't know which don't walk. Well, that's okay because you just don't have a shirt on. Guys, you got to fix that one. They really don't make sense. So you can't have a bathing trunk, which is bathing shorts, and no shirt on, right? You can't do that. But you could wear regular like jeans with no shirt on. Then it's okay. Because it's not a bathing suit. Right? I don't know. That one could get a little tricky.
more common to see men shirtless, like if they're working outdoors because it's really hot. It's
So the girls ain't shirtless? Oh, because in the United States, the girls walk around shirtless. Of course they don't. They got shirts on too. It's the men that don't got the shirts on.
always summer all year round. It's like 30 degrees on average.
Yeah, Brazil too.
So in the UK, people will actually wear a swimsuit at the park People in the UK love tanning. Everyone's in the park in their swimsuits. They don't really care.
I think they do that in New York too, like at the big park.
Central Park.
Central Park.
Well, in Brazil we have something
The
similar
big park.
actually.
She got a United States thing on her, and she don't know what Central Park is. What?
The beach is normal pretty much, like nearby the beach everybody's gonna be walking like just on swimsuits, even in the houses close by, but like any establishment that you wanna go in, you're probably gonna be putting on something, at least a shirt.
Number 7, don't reject food or drink offers to you.
I mean, but do you have to eat it? If you don't want to eat it, now what do you do?
What if you don't wanna, or like
For example, you're in a school gathering or like you're visiting a friend's house and your friend's parents would like be like, hey, here, like have some whatever, and then you're like, no, thank you, I just ate. It's like,
My food's not good enough for you?
yeah. It's like, why are you so rude? Like, you shouldn't say no. Even if you're full, you should still like eat something or try something.
like it'd be like, oh, I'm going to try it. I'm a little bit full, but I'll try it out.
Yeah,
a little.
yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, no, I can't take this, but you should take it.
Oh, I would love that. In the UK,
That will not be a problem with me. You don't have to worry about that with me. Don't worry about that. I will not be saying, no, thank you. No, I'm good. I'm full. I don't want that. No. That you don't got to worry about.
it's a complete
I would just be like, what's the level of spiciness that you about to feed me? It's very important. I need to know. You know what I mean? That you feel me? Okay.
opposite.
Really?
Yeah, if you go to your friend's house, you shouldn't eat their food unless you have a play date or a sleepover.
They do that in America too, though. These days. Yeah, it's kind of for their kids. Yeah.
They didn't make the food for you, so why are you eating it? Like that kind of thing.
Brazil, the same thing. So like anytime that uninvited guest would just come to my house and we didn't have anything, my mom was like, okay, Julia, I'll give you 10.
Yeah,
go
buy something. Buy something.
Yeah. But I feel like I'm in a sort of a mix, because if you're with someone and they offer something that they got for themselves, like, and offer you, you should say no. However, if you go to someone else's house and they offer you something, if you refuse like too much, he's like very rude. So we're like in the between.
So I should not say yes to food in the UK.
Whole meal, some people would think, oh, this family only made enough for them. But if it's like snacks or if you planned it, then it's fine.
Number 8, don't show public displays of affection.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It depends on where as well. Kissing in public is definitely like a, what? Like, yeah,
Really? Can't kiss in public?
no.
What about hugging?
I can only speak for like, I come from Jakarta, so like I would speak about that culture. In malls, holding hands is very normal. Side hugs are normal. Hugs are also okay, but not like romantic.
Right, like friendship vibes.
Like friendship vibes is really fine.
That kind of goes for America too, is like it's still considered gross and weird.
I mean, even going as far as like caressing and holding each other like for a long time in public, people.
Oh, okay,
are
but that's like an awkward period of time. It's like, you're
But I think also one interesting thing though
I don't know
is
about that.
between normally women, like when they meet, some people also do like the cheek to cheek thing, and that's okay. So like anything non-romantic, I think is normally fine.
Okay, UK is opposite. Nobody cares. They do whatever they want. They just
Like making out on the subway.
That's normal.
sit on each other's laps and stuff.
What do you think? In New York City subway, they don't make out and sit on each other's laps? Come on.
I didn't know UK was wilder than the US.
Yeah.
It's wild.
They're
yeah.
wild.
People can get very aggressive. So if you confront someone, they'll probably just start a fight with you. So everyone's like, whatever.
That's same with United States. Same with in our subway system. You ignore everybody.
Okay, so number 9, don't watch porn in Indonesia.
Don't watch porn in Indonesia.
Because it's illegal.
Oh.
Well,
Hey, VPN, you know?
What's the punishment?
like jail time, or is it like a slap on the wrist?
So it is punishable by law. Like the most severe is up to 12 years in prison, and also like really heavy fines.
12 years in prison for watching porn? Damn. You know, there's levels of porn. There's like clean porn, dirty porn, horrible looking porn, oh my God porn. She just did what? Maybe then you get 12 years, but what level of porn? You know what I'm saying? Some porn is just boring. You're like, oh, two people having sex, big deal. You get 12 years for that too? Or do you get 12 years for you like, what the hell object is that they're using? I don't know, man. That's crazy. But okay, I mean, she's not wrong. You use a VPN.
So
12 years in
That's crazy. 12 years in prison.
prison for seeing things.
The wrong things, unholy things.
Got it.
So are there no like, those raunchy ads on some sites?
Oh, no, hell no.
Because
No.
even though adult materials like illegal in Korea, if you go on some sites, there's like a bunch of advertisements on the side.
Or even like pamphlets in public. Like,
Yeah.
In Gangnam every morning. They're-
oh, pamphlets in public, I think
No
no
way.
way.
Because like on the ground you can see like,
everywhere.
Last one, don't gamble.
Oh, Indonesia. This is difficult. No porn, no gambling. You could get drunk, right? You could. Can you get high? Can you, what? Please, Indonesia. I'm getting worried now. Like, you gotta do something for fun. There's got to be something you can do that's legal.
It's also illegal.
I gamble every day.
Oh man. Wow.
I was gonna say, being alive is a gamble.
So in Indonesia, there's no legal casinos. Like gambling is just fully illegal.
You know, as like some cruises, they have like casinos inside of it, and like some of them they go around Asia and all. Like if Indonesians go to those cruises, like they're not allowed to go inside the casino.
I think within like the Indonesian
The territory.
territory.
It's more of like.
So it
So y'all come over here and gamble, and then you come over here to watch porn. Now I know how it works. I got you.
depends on
I got
where
you.
that is.
Is it gambling that's legal or casinos?
Oh, gambling is illegal. So betting on
Betting on anything?
Well, sir, what casino do you know where there's no gambling? I mean, that was probably the dumbest question I ever heard, and I'm shocked because Koreans are really smart. I mean, let's listen to that again.
That's legal or casinos?
Is betting illegal or casinos? Well, what do you do in a casino? Come on, man.
Oh, gambling is illegal. So betting on
Betting on anything?
Why is it illegal, do you think?
it leads to worse things, maybe money problems.
Bankruptcy.
We should learn from that.
Yeah, we all should.
Or just be like United States and tax the gamblers. See, gambling was illegal here until our government realized, wait a minute, we could charge tax and we'll make more money, and they'll lose all their money and we'll get we'll tax and make money. So we'll make billions of dollars off letting people gamble. See, smoking weed used to be illegal here too, until somebody went, wait a minute, if we made weed legal, but we taxed it, you know how much money we can make? So when the government wants to make money over here, they get to decide what's legal and illegal. So if something's illegal for 30 years, they could just, oh, guess what? Today is legal because now we need money. We want your money. So today we're going to make it legal. So yeah, maybe Indonesia should think of that. If Indonesia if the government, not Indonesia, but if the government of Indonesia needs money, you put up the porn sites and then you tax the porn sites and then you tax the gambling, and then before you know it, street food ain't gonna be no 30 cents no more. You'll see. You'll be like, what? Street food is $8? What? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because money's just gonna be all over the place. See, so porn, gambling, taxation. There you go. That'll solve Indonesia. You guys got money problems? Everybody has money problems. Okay. You do, right? Yeah, everybody's got money problems.
We all should. I think every country has like a lot of good and bad that can be like taken and used
Yes.
in other places.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that I didn't know.
I didn't know. Man, you Indonesians, you didn't school me very well. I mean, damn, that's a lot of things you can't do.
No more than 2 things.
12.
Yeah.
Totally surprised about the pointing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's
no
the
point.
supermarket? It's over there.
I'm gonna point like
Over
this now.
there.
I want to point like this now too.
over
I'm kind
there.
of surprised. There are plenty of things that I didn't know and that like I can kind of relate either to my culture or to like other cultures that I've had contact with. For example, Korean ones. I'm like, oh, I can see where like you guys are coming from, like with this idea. I want to go to Indonesia one day.
It was interesting
You just don't watch porn. You'll be fine.
to me how the things that are normal to me aren't actually normal in other countries.
Of course.
Like I thought I was cultured enough to know some things about international stuff, but
We're so different. Yeah. And actually, one of my best friends is Indonesian. I didn't know any of the stuff that you told me. So I should done more research with that.
it's okay. Now you know.
Thank you.
Today we talked about 10 things that you shouldn't do in Indonesia.
If you like the video, please like, subscribe to the channel,
Did you just point? Did she just? Oh no, she did this, so that's okay. Okay, is that? But she couldn't do this. She did this. Okay, I got you. I got you.
and comment down below.
See you
Okay.
guys next time.
Oh, now you want to talk. Now you want to say something. You didn't say nothing the whole video. Now you want to talk. Bye. All right, I got you. That's interesting. What else we got? 6 countries try each other's school lunch. Ooh, that could be interesting. That could be interesting. Damn, everybody. These are school lunches in other countries. Oh, we're going to do this one. We're going to do this one. Because you guys would laugh your ass off what we feed the kids for lunch. You would laugh your ass off. What is this? Is this vegetables? Vegetables? But, oh, damn, what are these? First taste of fine dining. This is what I'm talking about right here. I'm getting hungry right now just looking at this. Okay, well, we got to get back to the video. Okay, 10 things that you shouldn't do in Indonesia. Well, damn, I learned a lot today. I learned a lot. I didn't know. See, now I'm going to be better prepared. But I'm probably going to forget a lot of things. But damn, pointing, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard to remember that one. That's going to be tough. No pointing. No yelling. Don't talk loud. Tapping somebody on the head, I'll be fine there. Who the hell's head am I going to touch over there? Yeah, no, I think I'll be all right. I think we'll be okay. We'll be okay. What if your phone is from the United States and you bring it to Indonesia and you watch porn, but you're watching porn on your phone, not really in Indonesia. It's your private property. Wait, you can't do that either? Man, I'm just playing. I don't want to watch porn. All right, 10 things that you shouldn't do in Indonesia. Take care. Peace out. Have a good night. That video was man tap. That video was man tap.